What is up, everybody? It is Saint Flossie back again. Like I said, I'm gonna be making a video every other day, and today is that other day. So, we're in swell week. Feels like it took forever to get here since we've been, mentally preparing for this week, and I feel pretty good about it. And I wanted to talk about, a specific topic. And that is, why are there still so many unbelievers in XRP? And by unbelievers, I'm referring to a few people. Now me, I don't just, obviously, I'm not an XRP maximalist. So I don't just listen to XRP YouTubers. I listen to a good amount of people, just to get, overall, I like hearing different opinions on a whole bunch of different coins, just to, the diversity of thought is pretty good, if you ask me. So there's a few people, well, two people I want to talk about in general. One is, obviously a Bitcoin maximalist, and the second one, he's more of a trader. He obviously holds a lot of coins, but a lot of his way that he thinks, I disagree with a lot. So the first, YouTuber I want to talk about, and don't get me wrong, this isn't, throwing shade, ish. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like to talk about different people, but it's America, it's my channel. I want to talk about, someone else's opinion, and I want to, give my own. So the first person I want to talk about is Altcoin Daily. He's obviously a Bitcoin maximalist, but his channel name is Altcoin Daily, which obviously, that attracted me to his channel at first. When I first seen his channel, I said, "Ooh, Altcoins Daily." But when you hear him start to talk, you clearly see he's a Bitcoin maximalist. So I think the video came out today, and he said something very interesting. And this is the guy who says, "Yeah, I just don't see the demand with XRP. I don't see, banks using it." Like today in 2019 November, he still says things like that. Today, he said something very interesting. He said that 99.9% of his portfolio is Bitcoin. So that means he's not invested in anything but Bitcoin. I see why he's a Bitcoin maximalist, and I see why he wouldn't want any other coin but his Bitcoin to do well, because that's all he's holding. So of course, you're fucked. You got all your coins in one basket. That is by far the stupidest thing you can do as an investor. Now, like I said, I'm eternally bullish on XRP, but it's only a good 80% of my portfolio. Still, that's a large number, but it's only 80% because I have, 4 digits, into XRP. I have, a good amount of money in VeChain. That's like 10, I forgot. I think it's like 10% of my portfolio. I also hold physical silver. Probably like $100 worth of physical silver. I hold ADA. I hold a little bit of Tron. When I say a little bit, I mean like $10 worth, because I'm not trying to get scammed. What else I hold? I hold a little bit of BNB. I plan on owning more in the future. I'm just, I hold like 5 Link. But, obviously my biggest holdings are VeChain and XRP. I plan on, obviously one day I will hold a little bit of Bitcoin. I will hold a little bit of physical gold, and a lot more physical silver. It's just, priorities. Obviously right now I feel like XRP and VeChain are the, biggest return on investments in my eyes. So, back to Altcoin Daily, like in his eyes, Bitcoin is this glorious thing, like, oh yeah, the future, like he just holds it to like a much higher standard than he really should. And I disagree with a lot of his viewpoints. Like, and I feel like when he does talk about XRP, it's like such like lack of knowledge, and like he doesn't even bother to like do them, like, I feel this way with a lot of YouTubers. In fact, like, it's like, do you guys just Google XRP news, and whatever like FUD articles you find, that's what you like see as the news? Like, it's not just him. Like, even at one point, I will say he has gone a lot better. Like the Modern Investor, like it seems like there'd be like all this relevant XRP news going on, and like he just would not cover it. But I think like his comment section, like a lot of people have been like saying the same thing, like, hey, like, why don't you cover XRP? And he has started covering XRP relevant news, and like it's not like just a biased opinion. But then again, there is some stuff that he says I disagree with, like basically saying like there's a lot of coins you probably shouldn't be holding, like this and this and that. Like, just fundamentally the way a lot of people think, I just don't agree with. Like, even Data Dash, like the way he talks, like XRP will never reach $1,000. Like, it's obvious to me that people have their own motives. Like I said, like what's his name? The dude who does Data Dash. I forgot his name, but it's like he said he has a decentralized finance project himself. So of course he's not gonna promote XRP. Of course he's not gonna say good things about XRP, because he has his own project that could possibly competition. So of course he's gonna undersell it. And speaking of underselling, Bob from the Cryptocurrency News Channel, the Asian guy, like he's not like them. Like, he obviously holds XRP. Like he thinks, like, obviously thinks in the future it could be very valuable, but he's a trader, so he's only thinking like very, very, very short term. And a lot of his like price predictions are like, so, like, for example, he thinks it would take 10 years from today for XRP to reach $10. Like, what? He thinks that it would take like 5 years for VeChain to hit 20 cents. Like, are you serious? Like, you really think it's gonna take 10 years for XRP to reach $10? Like, when people say things like that, it's obvious that they do not know how the technology works. Because if MoneyGram opens a corridor and has all this liquidity flowing through the ecosystem, it's not gonna take 10 years for XRP to reach $10. Mathematically, that's not accurate. It's a fact that there are like all these dark trading pools of XRP all around the world. So when those all become connected, like, what do you think is gonna happen? Now, it is my theory that a few months ago, when XRP, was a glitch, it went up to $9. I believe, now this is just my opinion, that was a test to connect, either one of these dark trading pools, and it shot up to $9. Like, this whole slow and steady price rise that people think are gonna happen, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm a strong believer in the Shane Ellis theory. I believe that when all these corridors are lit up, the price is going to shoot up. Because, let's be real, it's obvious that the market is heavily manipulated. One single whale most likely caused the last big Bitcoin bull run and decline. Like, but every single, financial market is manipulated. Physical precious metals, real estate, like everything is manipulated. So you'd be a fool not to think that cryptocurrencies are manipulated, because they are. But one more thing I want to say about the cryptocurrency news channel. Like, no matter what good news comes out, no matter what it is, like, he will undersell it. Like, no matter what it is, I don't see how this is good for XRP. Like, no matter what it is, like, it's not a big deal to him. Like I said, all he's worried about is those day-to-day little short pumps and dumps, because he's a trader, so he thinks like one. And just having, like, tunnel vision is not always the best mindset to have for investing. But, off the subject of YouTubers, I say all that to say, don't let, a YouTuber, a Twitterer, or any of these social media people convince you that something is not a good investment when it is. Like, just because someone has, 50K, 100K, or even 2 million subscribers or followers doesn't mean that you should, listen to what they say. Like, there are plenty of millionaires, billionaires in the world who don't have any followers. Like, some of the smartest people in the world don't have much followers. Like, for example, David Schwartz. Like, he has, like, what, 3,000 subs on YouTube? That's nothing. He's, like, probably one of the smartest engineers in the entire world. So, don't let followers, basically direct you in where to put your money into. Like, you should do your own research. Obviously, everyone says that. I'm not a financial advisor, and neither are 99% of the people who give quote-unquote advice on what you should do with your money. So, but one thing I wanted to talk about is, like, I just feel, really good as an XRP investor in general, because when you look at all these other projects like Ethereum has experienced delay after delay after delay and delay. And when Ethereum finally does go to proof of stake, it won't even be fully proof of stake. It's going to be a hybrid, meaning that there are still going to be miners. I don't know. Like, I plan on holding Ethereum, one day. Well, in the near future, before the next bull run. But, that news over the weekend, just, talking about Ethereum, that tells me that if I do hold Ethereum, it's going to be like 1 through 5. As in, like, I may get like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Like, that's it. Like, I don't know. I don't feel, even though, like, obviously, Ethereum's so massive, like, it's gonna do good things. I don't know. I don't really trust it. Just proof of work projects in general, like Litecoin, they can't even sell t-shirts right. They're broke. Bitcoin, like I said, they don't got nobody. So it's like, I think what's gonna make, those proofs of work projects valuable in the future is because there's not gonna be, basically the circulating supply is going to be smaller. I don't know. Like, I just think it's probably going to be, harder to come by, and that's just going to make the price high, but I don't know. And this, whole, like, $1 million Bitcoin thing, I don't know if I believe in that. I really don't know. I think $100,000, maybe. But, like I always say, it's just my opinion. My opinion is not set in stone. Like, my opinion could change, and my opinion is not fact. So it's just, what I think. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to end this before it goes on too long, because I could probably go on for another 10-15 minutes. But don't forget to like and subscribe. That would make me feel very nice. Definitely leave a comment. I love comments. I will comment on your comment. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Saint Flossie. Saint Flossie on everything. Also, if you're interested, check out my music. I have a lot of new music coming out in the near future, and I would love it if you loved it as well. So, bye.